Greetings, my beloved soul. It's no coincidence that you're here. Have faith that this message is intended for you if you are reading it. I would like to know if you have ever put your heart and soul into a dream, vision, or objective only to be met with uninterested looks, contemptuous remarks, or guidance that seems more like an effort to lead you back to the past. Have you ever experienced that disconnection, that unwavering feeling that people around you cannot see your vision? This message talks straight to your spirit, so listen carefully if it strikes a chord with you. You possess a certain resonance that is tuned just to your essence. Others may feel slivers of it, slight rippling on the surface, but they cannot understand the magnitude of the river that is carrying you. They observe behaviors but are unable to comprehend the sheer force of the energy underneath them. They are not to blame for this. Share this message with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more insights to guide your awakening journey. It is an expression of how unique your journey is. Imagine everyone receiving broadcasts specific to their journey, each listening to a separate station. However, you are receiving a broadcast from the most remote realm of possibility, a frequency created only for you. This message strikes a deep chord with you, igniting an inner flame by bringing to life an old truth. It has nothing to do with following a prefabricated pattern. It's about taking charge of your life and creating room for the unique gifts that only you possess. This involves assertively saying, "This is mine," with the assurance of a soul knowing its purpose, not with conceit. Aligning with the divine architecture that is woven throughout your own being is the goal. Being unique is difficult for everyone on this path, including you. However, there is no denying this journey's beauty. Being alone might occasionally feel like a loss. We can wonder if we're losing out by not following the pack, yet the benefits are immeasurable. Many of you have already been on this journey and experienced the satisfaction that comes from pursuing your true calling. For those who are unsure, think about this. Picture the most amazing feeling you have ever had, then increase it tenfold, and you may be able to capture a small portion of what it feels like to be in alignment with your divine purpose. This is the season of uncovering, when the focus moves from glitzy facades to people who have subtly created something enduring. You've been working, searching for the truth, and fostering your relationship with God, while others have projected false notions of success onto shaky foundations. The time has arrived for guarded dreams and whispered prayers to blossom. It's possible that someone undervalued your contributions, ignored your ideas, or rejected you. You seem like a beautiful instrument that is forgotten and concealed, its music unheard. However, your special resonance is being brought forth by the divine, who is aware of it. You were selected. This is a holy calling that is engraved into your being. It is not a coincidence. They also invited others to embrace their purpose. They were given the opportunity to welcome change, growth, and connection. However, they opted for routine over adventure, safety over challenge, and the familiar over the unfamiliar. They might have even attempted to prevent you from moving forward by telling you to stay practical or to keep away from danger. It is important to realize that you cannot wake someone who is not prepared to see. If someone would rather be in the shadows, you can't make them come out into the light. Persuasion and pushing are not your roles. The goal is to live your truth so completely that it serves as a lighthouse for people who are ready to pursue their own vocation. Learn to invest your energy properly and protect it. Your relationships will develop organically as you continue on this unusual road. While some ties will become stronger, others will become weaker. This is an essential component of development. Your path isn't conventional. The route isn't paved, smooth, or clearly marked. Crossing barriers and ascending steep slopes, the trail is rocky and meandering, cutting across unexplored territory. This isn't how most people travel. It's made specifically for you and tailored to your purpose. No one else's work, dreams, or imagination will ever look like yours. You're making something wholly original and completely your own. You are a trailblazer. No pre-made map is being followed by you. You're creating one as you go along, giving people new avenues to pursue. No one in your family has ventured into this zone. You are the first to imagine such a daring reality. The first to push the boundaries. The first to adopt an unconventional way of being. Being the first is a holy gift, not a hardship. A mandate from God. God is guiding you in ways that others might find confusing or even frightening. They might wonder why you made the choices you did. Why now? Why you? They might not comprehend. They may not even be able to understand your language. But you will comprehend, selected one. You are the recipient of this mail. You have to accept the possibility of being misinterpreted and of being called strange, quirky, or even irrational. The extent of your sacrifices, the lonely paths you've taken, and the deep bond you have with your goal are beyond the comprehension of others. They won't understand the assurance in your spirit or the breadth of your vision. But don't worry, eventually they will see the results of your hard work, the realization of your aspirations, and the indisputable proof of your faith. They will recognize that they were witnessing something extraordinary, something that had been impacted by the divine at that precise moment. With steadfast dedication, pursue your dreams, and have faith that God will reward you at every turn. It's your word. It's time to accept an essential reality. You have to learn to accept being misinterpreted, being branded as unusual, quirky, or even illogical by people who don't see what you do is probably something you've previously gone through. They won't comprehend your sacrifices, your decision to live alone, or your deep attachment to your cause. And that's all right. They are unable to comprehend the scope of your vision or the power of your inner conviction. But remember that your aspirations will come true one day, and the fruits of your everlasting faith will serve as indisputable evidence. When that moment arrives, they will at last understand that they were seeing something much bigger than themselves, something remarkable, something inspired by God. You have to remain concentrated till then. Build it with passion and have faith that God will reward all of your hard work. Don't waste your time attempting to persuade people who don't intend to comprehend. Don't waste your time defending your course to those who are only able to perceive things from their own point of view. Put all of that energy into your objective instead. Commit yourself to the work that fulfills your calling and to the realization of your goal. Your efforts will be amplified by God. He will increase your influence beyond your wildest expectations. Keep in mind that you are the only one with your gifts. Your abilities, viewpoint, and worldview are not something you should copy or take from others. The Creator Himself implanted these strengths into your DNA, writing them into your very existence. You just have to accept who you were meant to be by God. Move in accordance with the divine plan that is directing your steps and walk in unison with the Holy Spirit. Remain true to the commitments you have made to God and yourself. Even when the journey seems lonely or when difficulties come up, stick to the promises you've made. There will be times when the weight of loneliness feels heavy and criticism will come, but you must not waver. While you stay focused on the special road that is designed for you, let others go their own way. Your divine destiny is within your reach. Every challenge and disappointment helps you become the person you were destined to be. Now is the moment to truly embrace the trip that lies ahead of you. Accept the unorthodox path that your soul is calling you to take. It is not intended to resemble anyone else's. You have a unique route that is tailored to the amazing calling you possess. You are a pioneer. You are in the process of establishing a completely new way of living, working, and expressing yourself. You're creating a map as you go along, designating a route for others to follow, rather than adhering to an already made one. You're creating the path for change, transformation, and possibility. You're not just experiencing your life. You may have the most audacious dreams of anyone in your family. It's possible that nobody in your family has ventured as far outside of the known as you are. But that's what makes your calling so wonderful. You are the first to accept a drastically different way of being, the first to overcome constraints, the first to accept the divine call to venture into the unknown. It is not a burden to be the first. It's a privilege. It's a holy honor that God has given you. He has selected you to make daring decisions that may appear perplexing or even startling to others. They may wonder why you're spending so much time and effort on something they don't comprehend. They might wonder why you're devoting so much of yourself to a vision that is out of their reach. They may even attempt to dissuade you by telling you to join the herd, be pragmatic, or pick the safer route. However, your truth is not defined by their ignorance. Convincing them or meeting their expectations is not your goal. It is your responsibility to live so genuinely and resolutely that your life itself shines. You become a lighthouse for others who are ready to awaken and take action toward their own goals. Your relationships will change as you proceed along this route. As they become more in line with your mission, some relationships will get stronger, while others can fade. This is normal. Change is necessary for growth, and not everyone will be with you the entire time. Give up things that no longer serve you and have faith that the appropriate people will come across you when they need you. Your path isn't supposed to be simple or typical. It's not a well-maintained highway with obvious signage. It resembles a rough mountain trail more than anything else, with many turns, steep ascents, and uncertain moments. However, this was the intended course for you. It is made to fit your special calling and strengths. No one else's efforts, dreams, or inventiveness will ever look like yours. They shouldn't, in theory. You're producing something that embodies your own personality, something that cannot be replaced. Enter your purpose with courage. You weren't picked at random. The reason you were selected is that you are prepared to develop something unique that only you can do. Your gifts, your vision, and the light that only you can shine are what the world is waiting for. Take ownership of it. Live it. You are ready for the abundant, influential, and divinely purposeful life for which you were designed. Now get into it.